And short term, do you expect we're still going to have maybe more sell-offs in the price or more volatility? And do you still stand by your prediction of $250,000 Bitcoin by next year?
Oh, absolutely. It feels like that is happening. And it sort of started with El Salvador and OpenNode making it very easy for retailers to accept Bitcoin, Cryptio allowing uh, uh, businesses to do perfect audits with Cryptio, and so all the accounting is done. So yes, this is, and that'll be sort of the beginning. And I think it's just up from there. So this is, yeah, we're going to see a lot of volatility. You might see another jump down. You might see a lot of different things happen. And a lot of people got leveraged up in Bitcoin, and they're the ones who are kind of forced to sell down in a time like this. And that's kind of the nature of DeFi, is that people can get kind of a little too far over their skis.
Right. And 10x for a price increase is realistic for something like Bitcoin by next year? I mean, even we see a lot of technology adoption. Obviously, we see it's a better tech, and you've got a history of examining tech. And I think a lot of people believe it'll happen in the next 10 years, but you still think it'll happen even sooner.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's been like more than 100x. So I think 10x is, well, at 10x, it's going to be bouncing up and down and up and down for a long time. And I think if you are a hodler, somebody who holds on for dear life, because you like the future that it's going to bring, you like this trust and freedom that comes with Bitcoin. I'm wearing a Bitcoin tie, and on the other side it says freedom and trust. That comes from a currency that is open and global and transparent. There's a lot of trust there. You're gonna be holding on, knowing that at some point in the future, and my prediction was end of this year or early next year, that you're going to see a steep climb in the price, and that will, and on a day like today, doesn't feel like it's really going to happen. But if you kind of take a long view, you say, oh yeah, it probably will.
Right.
There probably won't be, trust and freedom are so important. Trust, think of governments. Singapore went from the poorest to the richest country by just when Lee Kuan Yew came in there and built trust one brick at a time into Singapore. It was one of the least trusted countries, and now it's probably the most trusted country. And they used to be one of the poorest, now they're one of the richest. And then freedom is so important because there's no freedom in North Korea, and there's a lot of freedom in South Korea. And that freedom and that decentralized government has made it so that 70 years in, the average South Korean is now 460 times as rich as the average North Korean, and they're now 4 inches taller. The average South Korean's 4 inches taller than the average North Korean. And that's nutrition or whatever, but it's clear that centralized control doesn't work. I mean, Putin is screwing things. One guy decides he's going to go to war with a country, and all those people get affected. Or in China, President Xi decides he's going to lock everybody down, and he destroys his entire supply chain. I mean, these guys, they should have decentralized decision making.
Right.